again to another week of CIU Esports Rocket League. This is round two of esports, or round two of NACE playoffs. My name is Glitch. Happy to be here for the matchup between CIU Esports Rams versus the Siena Heights Huskies. Tonight, your starting three are going to be Casey, Gingy, and Timex. Cannot wait to see them with a trip to round three of the playoffs on the line tonight. But before that, a little housekeeping for you. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night as Overwatch is hosted by Rich the Kid. Their game will be live at 7 o'clock. And here we go. We are ready and in the game. A good shot by Decay, but saved by Timex. And there isn't a lot we know about Siena Heights. They are undefeated. We do know that. But they're undefeated apart from their only loss being to CIU off of a forfeit. So they might as well be undefeated. They are playing some very dominant Rocket League right now this season, as we see with Decay 333. We'll call him Decay for short. Gets the first goal of the series. Keep in mind, everyone watching at home, that this is a best of 7 series. So there's plenty of time for your CIU Rams to get back on the board and make this a game once again. Ooh, and Anthony X scores, makes it 2-0 for the Siena Heights Huskies early on. Not what CIU wanted to start this series, as we are in the opening stages of this. Hope everyone had a great Easter weekend. Now that we're back, we are definitely looking for a CIU win to cap that off. I will not be your only host tonight. I am Shorter at some point tonight will be joining us. And I know everyone in the chat, everyone that's viewing, will be excited to hear his voice once again. Ooh, an unfortunate late rotation to make the save. And Decay gets his second goal of the game. Makes it 3-0. This isn't time to hit the panic button for CIU, honestly. We saw them in round one of the playoffs. You know, they went down early, and they were able to make a series out of it, and eventually went on to beat Wichita State in the opening round. But it is not the start they were hoping for. But as we know, it's not about the start, it is about the finish. So CIU will be looking to be aggressive, get the ball away from pressure, and start getting some goals of their own. So a good way to do that, though, is Timex's demos. Oh, great pass. And an even better save from Timex. He's come out aggressive right now. Could have a shooting opportunity. And a good touch by Anthony. Disrupts Casey's attacking movement. One thing we've talked about basically all season is CIU having touches with purpose. And although it is early on in this series, I would like to start seeing touches with purpose from CIU, just like that. Casey he's decent at that, but it's going to take all three of the guys tonight. Casey's in on goal. He slows down to read, to make the read. And a demo on the other end, but Gingy gets spawned back in just in time to make the save. And a great piece of reaction from Gingy. Ooh, a good interception from Spooky. An awkward bounce. Those are awkward. Gingy's up first. Can he get the double? The touch from Decay there was good to keep the chance begging for CIU. How can they defend this? A great save from Gingy. It's going to open things up for CIU, but Spooky does well to cut things out. Oh, and Casey gets awkward in the net. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. This 4-0 game 1 right now is not what CIU wants, but we will see how they bounce back for game 2, or even in this game 1. How can they close this game 1 out and swing momentum in their favor? They've been playing better, but we definitely want to see some shots go in the back of Siena Heights net before game 1 is over with. Ooh. A double from Gingy and Timex there. Casey does well to clear. Timex getting a touch to keep the possession. Gotta have a shot on goal here, and there it comes. What a shot from downtown from Timex. Did well to see the situation, the space behind the defense. Casey credited with the assist. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Swing the momentum in your favor if you're CIU. Even though there's 20 seconds left and a 3-goal difference doesn't look promising. Make sure you're the last team that scores going into the next game of this series. All it took is just a little bit of a warm-up, and I think CIU might be back in this. See if they can get a good save. They can. A few more seconds here. Looks like Siena Heights wants another goal. Casey with a good save. Siena Heights still foot on the gas. It is playoffs, though, you know. And Casey does well to let it go. So, 4-1 deficit in game 1. As Siena Heights takes game 1 in this series. Best of 7, though. Keep that in mind. We saw a lot better play from CIU on the tail end of that game 1, and not the start they wanted. We can agree on that, but they finished that game well. They were the last team to score, and I think there might have been definitely a big momentum shift. A little bit of a slow start, slower than what I would have wanted, as you know, someone who's supporting CIU Rams, but you got to credit them. They didn't sit back and you know, sit back and let it happen. They definitely rebounded in a big way. So as we move on to game 2, we'll see if they can keep the pressure on and take game 2. I did see Siena Heights, though. Siena Heights was good at putting the ball in dangerous situations. That ball stood on CIU's backboard a lot, and a majority of Siena Heights goals came from redirects, double times, and follow-ups. So could be something to look out for if you're CIU. And Timex coming up big with a great save, and Gingy a great save, even though Casey was in place. Now we just let the game happen, let the game breathe, keep everything in front of you. If you're Timex right here, Casey there with the rotation, he'll be trying to clear out the second, and he does. It's great. Timex is there for a shot. A great save from Anthony. And this is what you want to see from CIU, though. CIU is keeping the pressure on early, not letting them out. Them being Siena Heights. Oh, and almost a bar down there from Casey. It hits the top bar and the side post. This is the fight we wanted to see from CIU. This is how we wanted them to react. Great place shot. And with 4 shots to none in favor of CIU with a minute and a half almost. Oh man, and that came from nothing. So 1 shot from Siena Heights, make it 1 goal. Anthony was, with no one marking him, was able to tap it in, inverted for the style points. 1-0 to Siena Heights. But this new game plan from CIU, aggression first. Is really paying off for the Huskies. Excuse me, this aggression from Siena Heights is really paying off for the Huskies. But the counter-attacking from CIU is setting them up in big ways. Timex with a demo. He was demoed. That means he's getting an early rotation back on defense to get some boost. CIU needs to respond. They need to keep their heads on a swivel. It is a best of 7. Great shot there. Great opportunity for CIU. Couldn't capitalize. A great save there from Casey. Way to bounce back. Way to get defense going. Get the rotation in. Get the momentum to swing your way. Now there's space behind the defense if CIU can find it. Good team pinch there to get it clear. Casey's in position as he cycles out. Timex comes up to challenge. Gingy's there to see it out. We should have a chow here. Gotta have to start seeing some shots on goal. There's a great shot from Gingy and Casey with the follow-up as both their shots hit posts and don't go in. A good fake there from Decay. But Gingy does well to get the pressure out. CIU has had opportunities this game. They've responded extremely well. But you have to credit Siena Heights for limiting the danger level of those chances, making good defensive plays, making good offensive plays of their own. And with 30 seconds left, 30 seconds remaining, this 3-0, make it 4-0. Deficit to CIU is looking grim. But we've seen the Rams in worse situations than this, turning around. And like we've said, with a best of 7 series, forcing Siena Heights to win at least 2 more games to close out the series. This is anyone's trip to round 3 on the line, as Casey does well to knock home Gingy's great setup off the backboard. Bottom left. You couldn't ask for better, but is it too little too late? With 10 seconds left, you want to see CIU come out, try some new things. Siena Heights might be a little lacking on defense right now, knowing that this deficit can't be overcome in less than 5 seconds. So they will have their sights for game 3 of this series. As we just ultimately wait for the ball to touch the ground. There it is. A good game from both teams in game two of this series, but you know, when we all are rooting for CIU, we definitely want to see better from them. But good responses to get 2 goals, make it 4-2. And ultimately 2-0 in the series to Siena Heights. This game is hard. I mean, when you're playing a team that hasn't lost all season, despite a forfeit, you have a season 3 grand champion on the other team, an SSL tournament winner on the other team. Yeah, Siena Heights has what it takes to make a run to go all the way. And CIU is doing all they can to you know, change that. So we're seeing them respond well. I would like to see them start well. They have to be the first one to score. They have to be the team that really comes out swinging and dictate. You know, they have to dictate this next game, or else it could be an early exit for CIU and a 4-0. Let's see if they can take game 3, though. I'm confident in them, as we all should be in the chat. Let's give them some support. And look at that, just like that, with 1 second off the clock. We see Gingy win his kickoffs with the speed flip. Spooky's a little late, and it's a 1-0 right now to your CIU Rams. That's what we like to see. We like to see the goals that come our way. Oh, and Decay, though, with a quick response, making it look easy for Siena Heights. Bump Casey out of the way to boost. I don't think Casey was expecting it. And it was an easy dribble to the top right of the goal. Makes it 1-1. We'll start seeing a little bit more rhythm come into the game now from both sides. Who's going to be the next one to strike? Who's going to be the next team to get a goal for their side? Casey with a great save. Although he's not credited with it, he does save an awkward chance in front of his team's goal. Gingy there with credit with that save. And like that, I mean, Siena Heights is just extremely disciplined in keeping the ball. Keeping the ball in pressure situations, but Casey with a monster save in front of net. Gingy's up, wins his chow. Casey's up, wins his chow. And Time X is coming in to follow, but his touch is awkward. goes into the corner of Siena Heights. But that's what we want to see more of if we're CIU. You want to see chances being taken. You want to see the fluidity of this game, of their gameplay, come out and be a strength. A good chow from Casey early on. Genji with a great shot, the decay. The great save. But the chance is still on for CIU. Genji with a good shot, goes wide. Timex challenge. It results in a shot on goal and time to breathe for CIU. But the case says otherwise. Genji with a poor clearance. Makes it awkward. A big touch though from Siena Heights. There's space behind. Casey does well to find it. Timex coming with the chow. It's in for now. A good save. And now it's in, says Genji. Timex with a great shot. He's credited with the assist. Gotta give props to Spooky there. Kept his head on a swivel. But there's only so much you can do in that situation. And Genji makes it 2-1 in this game 3. The do or die game right now. We call it the swing game in Rocket League. And you gotta wonder, maybe CIU is completely warmed up now. Those joysticks are moving in a very familiar way as Timex is the first one to that chow awkward ball. You can definitely tell that the comms are on point now for CIU. You can tell that when one guy bails, that means that he's bailing for another person who has a better angle on the ball. And this is the CIU that we have come to love this season. They have a man advantage, a 3v1. It's off the backboard. An unfortunate timing. Casey's back. Genji with a good redirect there. He does well to stay in and get the cut in. Ooh. CIU definitely has made some adjustments this game with close to a minute left. They are searching for more, which is evident in how they're playing. Timex does well to avoid the demo. Casey with a good shot, as now we are officially under a minute to play. And Timex, although he's not credited with that save, it was a good save. But that bounce that came back in makes it 2-2 with 49 seconds left on the clock. And that's one thing you just hate to see. Good defense turns into a good opportunity for the opposing team. And Casey with the dribble forward. There's not much Casey could have done in that situation, as a huge swing has just happened. A 2-goal swing from the 2-1, and all of a sudden now it's 3-2. Siena Heights. There is 38 seconds left. Casey's in a prime opportunity to make something happen. A good bar down. Follow-in's coming in, and Genji says, "Give me my hat trick." Makes it 3-3. Casey with a great shot. Great bar down. That is huge in the narrative of this series right now. A whiff. Probably a calculated whiff from Siena Heights, as they are winning every challenge right now. Every 50-50 is bouncing their way. And then the closing embers of the game. Oh, Genji with a massive save. But one more chow will be needed as this ball is still alive with 0 on the clock. Could Casey chow? He does. It's still alive. Genji's up. And it's a goal for Time X. Oh my goodness. The beauty of Rocket League, a 0-second goal gives game 3 to CIU. That makes it 2-1 in the series. Wow, what a response from the Rams, saying we are not done yet. You love to see it. You love to see it. Great overall play from the Rams. Even though there was that massive 2-0 swing, that massive 2-goal swing, and that those last like 30 seconds, they responded so well, and couldn't be more proud of them going into this this game 3 or game 4, excuse me. So, man, wow. That is what we came to see. That is prime Rocket League. Genji with the hat trick, the Time X with the deciding goal at the very end, the dying embers of the game. That's what we love to see. It happened because they kept their foot on the gas. They didn't give up, and keeping the ball in dangerous situations, having touches with purpose. That's what Rocket League's all about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the pros get paid the big bucks for. So, well done from CIU. Makes it 2-1 in the series as we move on to game 3. And a very early goal. 6 seconds have gone by. And an unfortunate bounce. Genji was there. Give him credit. He was there. Made the save, but unfortunately that save turned into an own goal. Cannot fault him for playing defense, even though things could have gone a lot better. The rotation on offense wasn't there, but the rotation on defense is, and that's what you want to see. Should be a clearance here if you're CIU. A good chow from Casey. And this is the beauty, ladies and gentlemen. This is the beauty of a game 7 or a best of 7 series, because Siena Heights would be on match point right now if this was regular season, but this is playoffs. And yeah, we are talking playoffs. They have to muscle up and find 2 more games now after that extremely impressive performance from CIU. And CIU, playing the way that they have been, are extremely capable of taking this game 4. Says Genji. Makes it 1-1. Casey, though, doing the dirty work. Getting 2 bumps. 2 very decisive bumps. 1 to limit the challenge coming at Genji, and 2 to limit the clearance from Genji's shot. Time X is up. Very calculated setup for Casey. Casey's shot is saved, however. Time X on the rotation back. Casey, though, challenging forward. And Time X, though, there is space behind Siena Heights defense, but Anthony does well to get back on time. There was not a lot of ball speed. That I initially thought there was a good amount of ball speed on that shot. But Casey with a good double tap. Oh, and the pinch doesn't work out for him. Spooky RL does well to get a good touch, but Casey demos. And now the numbers are even with Anthony's demo on Time X. No one's back, though. Casey is. Every chow from Siena Heights is early. Every chow from Siena Heights is being won. Oh, and a miscue from Casey off of an awkward bounce off the wall. Timex doesn't do well to get it clear. Casey having to leave the front post to do a clearance of his own. Misses, because I doubt he was expecting that to happen. Plenty of time, though, for CIU. A good demo in front of net. It's 3v2 for the time being. Still 3v2. Still 3v2. Can Casey turn and get a good shot in? He cannot. Timex did well to make sure that chance stayed alive for CIU. And Gingy, can he make something happen? Oh, looking for one end of the field to the next. Let's see how you do well to get it clear. In case he make up for his mistake, he can. Should be a child in the middle now. There's not. Decay goes for the bump instead of going for the ball. Genji says, "This is my net." Oh, man. Very awkward situation for CIU defense. That ball was pinched off the ceiling, splits Casey and Genji. Both were in the right place, but mere inches away from getting a clearance. And that goal from Siena Heights makes it 3-1. But with a minute 10 left, and make it 4-1. I was gonna say with a minute 10 left, can CIU rebound, respond, and react, but now their job just got a whole lot tougher. Casey does well to win his kickoff, but Decay is up first for Siena Heights. And I think ultimately that's what's come down to the difference between Siena Heights and CIU. Not the skill levels from the players, but who's being first to the ball, who's dictating the ball, and who is, making things happen. Right now, CIU are not making things happen. They are not being the first to the ball. And with the scoreline being 5-1, you can definitely see that in this game 4. But we have seen crazier things with this shot almost on target. If that had gone in, I think there would have been a little bit of hope. A rare double from Siena Heights makes it a 3v1 situation. And now with 30 seconds left, if you're CIU, you have to keep your head. You have to keep your wits about you. Play every game like it's just another game. We are not worried about it being the last game of the season. Nothing like that. Play it like it's just another game, because as soon as anything but tactics are considered, that's when you can throw it out the window. If you start letting emotion get in the way, you start letting frustration get in the way, then might as well throw in the towel. But game 4 with 3 seconds left will most likely, yes, officially now will be going to Siena Heights. All we need now is just the ball to touch the ground. And there it goes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, makes it game point for Siena Heights off that 6-1 victory in game 4. Now, like I was saying at the end of that last game, if you are CIU, you cannot let frustration, you cannot let emotion get in the way. You have to rely on your game plan. Start talking about some things, get on good terms with each other, have some laughs. This, it's Rocket League. So, just got word that we are subbing. We will see what the sub is on the other end. GameHawk has entered the chat, so we can expect GameHawk to make his his first appearance of this series. We will let you know as soon as we see who he subbed in for. Looks like GameHawk has subbed in for Time X, making your starting three for this decisive Game 5, Casey, GameHawk, and Gingy. GameHawk's going to be offering that spark factor. The young gun, the freshman, looking to get something started for CIU, offer something different that Siena Heights hasn't seen. Casey with a great touch, a decisive touch at that. Oh, and GameHawk. Sub him in, coach. He scores a goal. Good job on GameHawk. Well done to him. He deserves it. Makes it 1-0 for CIU. And yet again, a decisive game, a do or die situation, match point for Siena Heights. But right now, CIU, the aggression coming forward, the early aggression at that, is the reason that they have a 1-0 lead. But cannot sit on your laurels. You have to get this ball clear, play some good defense. Gingy with an uncharacteristic mess up there. Wonder if he was low on boost. Got awkward early and could not recover until Anthony came in and put it past both GameHawk and Gingy. And Gingy, he is a senior, and we're excited to say that he will be coming back as a graduate student. He's a dual sport athlete with Rocket League and baseball, and we're excited that he will be a graduate assistant, I believe, or student. Cannot remember which one, but we are excited to have him back regardless. That he can further his skill, further his education, and still be a part of the CIU esports and baseball family, as he will be for a long time, even after he leaves. Speaking of, Gingy with a great shot from distance. The rebound sets up a good shot from GameHawk. An even better rebound. The pressure's still on for Siena Heights. CIU, Casey with a great pass. Look at that pass, Gingy, the senior. If this wasn't Rocket League, I'd be calling that a home run. Coach calls his number. He's up to bat, and he hits it out of the park. Makes it 2-1 for CIU Rams. An early demo. Gingy guarding that front post. GameHawk on the back post. And this is CIU. You know, this is what their team is. Oh my goodness. This is what the team culture is based on, is responding in adversity. And wow, that amount of skill from Genji to make it 3-1. The ceiling shot, the double touch, and the inverted shot down. That's what you love to see. That's the beauty of Rocket League. Genji putting on a display that not a lot of people on this planet, skill set wise, can do. Good rotation from Casey there. Gamehawks on the front post. Casey waiting. Very disciplined from Casey there. You can bet the comms were on point from our El Capitan, Casey. Speaking of, he makes a good chow. Uncontested, however. Probably calculated. Genji with a good touch forward, and the chance is on for CIU here. Can they keep it in? Casey doing well to find another set of CIU wheels. It's there. It's on. Gamehawk, second goal of the game. 58 seconds left. He makes it 4-1. And it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over yet. But we saw last game with the swing in just 20 seconds that Siena Heights was able to do with 2 goals. You have to keep in mind that, you know, what they're capable of from a goal scoring standpoint. This game is not over yet. And as I say it, Decay, the leading goal scorer of both teams tonight, has himself another, and it's 4-2. And if you're CIU, the sweat might be falling just a little bit. But all it needs to take is some decisive clearances, some good touches on the ball, and some good comms. A great save though too from Genji. As we near 15 seconds. Now at 10. That one might do it, folks. As this game 5 is going to go to CIU. And as we go to game 6, your CIU Rams have brought the series 3-2. Well done from CIU. Well done to respond. And even better, folks, I think I Am Shorter has finally joined us.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I am here after some technical difficulties. I have been in the chat cheering on your boys, and I am excited to be here tonight for you and with you.
Yeah. I saw Shorter in the chat after Timex 0-second goal, and that was the swing, Shorter. I think that was the swing of this series. Even though CIU went on to lose the next game, they have responded in a big way to the basically undefeated Siena Heights team.
Yeah, undefeated so far, as I like to put it, because right now we do have some games on our hands right here.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, when it comes down to forfeit losses, as that's what Siena Heights' last loss was to CIU, based for some detail stuff for a game time situation. CIU has responded really well to probably the most dominant team in the league. And look at that, Gamehawk.
Gamehawk again coming in.
Wow, Gamehawk. Like I said in the last game, he said, "Sub me in, coach. I'm ready for it." Timex paid his dues. Timex He grinded, and I think Timex needed a sub. And who else better to call on than GameHawk?
Absolutely. So now we have GameHawk pushing up through the middle, and then Gingy's rotating back with Casey on defense. GameHawk and Gingy there. Glitch, one thing I just noticed, they didn't double that one. So you know the comms are on point.
Absolutely. And we've seen that all series, except for game one. Like the comms have been on point.
So now it's up to GameHawk. Gets the breakup on defense to Casey. He's waiting for the second touch, follows through, challenges. It's coming up in the corner. Casey putting it toward goal. Off the wall. Gingy gets a touch. It's set up. Gets broken up, but GameHawk's keeping it alive in the corner. And Gingy pushing forward.
Yeah, and this is where things are gonna get into the point where you're up 1-0. This is every game here from here on out is game point for Siena Heights. So you got to start thinking about wow, what a save from Gingy. You got to start thinking about, okay, look, we're up 1-0. We're not gonna sell out for every single goal, but just keep playing the way you're playing.
Right now, some solid defense. Gingy gets it out of the corner. GameHawk pushing up into enemy territory. Centers it for Casey. Shot above goal. Followed up by Gingy. Redirected. Now they're waiting to see what SHU does with the ball.
Oh.
Casey with the save. Gingy going for the clear. Great rotation by Casey. Way to be there.
Yeah, big time players make big time plays and big time situations, and that is nothing different than Gingy too, making a great goal line save. And GameHawk, oh my goodness, all three.
They are playing some defense now. They are fired up, you can tell. Casey pushing in the corner. It's set up in front of goal. All right, it's going in front of CIU goal. Gingy with the clear. Casey working the corners a little bit. Gets it past SHU. And now the ball is in the middle, ready to be hit. Gingy. Oh, he had the shot. It was a good take.
Yeah, I think everyone's nerves are going to be very, very high, and then for the next 2 minutes. This is the pattern we're going to be seeing from here on out for the rest of this series. A shot from Siena Heights, a clearance from CIU. They are not going to go down without a fight.
Wow, the redirect bounced off the ground, off the top bar for Siena Heights. Now CIU pushing up on the right side. Casey chasing ball, gets a hit. Goes for a redirect, passes it to the middle to Gingy. Gets it past Siena Heights player.
The bounce.
GameHawk has a chance. Casey waits for his chance, waits for his positioning. GameHawk clears it. It's in Siena Heights section. And CIU is looking for a chance. Great defense by Casey there.
Yeah, right now you cannot let the game dictate you. You have to dictate the game. You have to dictate the pace of the ball, because right now I'm seeing when the ball is falling in the middle and not doing anything, that CIU's trying to take a breather. They're trying to sit back and wait, and you cannot wait when Siena Heights has first take at the ball. You've got to be the first one to the ball.
Right now they're doing just that. Gingy breaks towards the goal, gets a shot. GameHawk puts it up.
Yeah, keeps it awkward.
Gets cleared out, but after a bounce off the ground, there's a little miscommunication from Siena Heights, and GameHawk breaks it up. Casey gets a demo. Gingy pushing forward, gets the ball centered. Casey's up. GameHawk's there in the corner, ready for defense. Got caught a little bit, but the bounce goes over Siena Heights player. Miscommunication on CIU part. They just gotta get it clear away from goal. GameHawk clears it.
Find the space behind. They're down a man right now. They're down a man.
1 second left. It gets broken up by Siena Heights.
gonna
CIU
have to
pushing
kill.
it out. Get it to the ground now.
There it
and
is.
It does.
Oh. And the series is tied.
Tied up just like that. Momentum has swung in CIU's favor. Great time to be joining up.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Happy to have you. Man, this is a different CIU team. I was saying earlier, I don't know how much you caught, but I was saying earlier, the CIU we love to see is the aggressive team, the team that's dictating the play, the one that's reacting first. This team's doing that and then just like flexing. I mean, they are like when GameHawk is introduced into a series, he brings something, he brings a spark. And not that anyone else doesn't. It's just something that this team, that the opposing team isn't used to seeing.
Right.
And it's
a good
allowing,
rotation of
yeah,
options.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's allowing Casey and Gingy to rotate early, knowing that GameHawk can hold his own. And it's good to see that CIU going into this decisive Game 7 has the momentum on their side. But can they keep it? Can they get the first goal? That's what's going to be key here.
Well, Siena Heights was trying to bump Gamecock out of the corner, and now Casey and Gamecock in the middle fighting for possession of the ball. Everybody has to get back on defense now.
Oh, good shot.
Oh,
but
wow.
It bounces off the bar twice.
Yeah, top barred for Siena Heights. Fortunate for CIU.
Oh, Gingy with the musty.
Off the backboard.
Gamecock. Disciplined right there.
Yes, wisely waited as Casey went up for it and couldn't connect.
Gonna have to get it clear.
A double on the chase out with Gamehawk and Gingy.
This is the Siena Heights team that's kind of scary when you look at them. They are disciplined. Oh, but
Shot
the rotation's late. Oh,
the shot from distance from Gamehawk. Defensive possession. Took advantage of it.
Oh, Anthony got caught out as he was going to boost on the defensive rotation. Gamehawk, whether he saw it or not, was like, hey man, let me pull out the scope and get it from long range. And that's exactly what he did.
All right, but with basically 4 minutes left, they still have to be very cautious, still have to keep everything tight and push for another goal right now.
Yeah, 0-0. Play like you're down 1-0. That's kind of piece of advice I would get, because you don't want, like I said, you don't want to be dictated by the pace of Siena Heights. You want to be the first to the ball every chance you get, as long as it makes sense to be the first to the ball.
So right now it's up to Gingy to be there in the corner. It gets an awkward bounce. Gamehawk was there, making it awkward. Casey got demoed after Gingy got demoed.
I think Gamehawk
was ready.
I think Gamehawk might have been credited with a save, because Anthony for Siena Heights had a little touch on the near post. But look at, oh my goodness.
Yeah, Gamehawk's making the difference right now, as Siena Heights seem to be really going for Casey and Gingy. Gamehawk had a chance at the shot, couldn't quite get a strong shot off, but it still sets up Casey and Gingy.
Yeah. Comms got to be on point right now. We saw a little bit of hesitation there from Gamehawk.
Casey's pushing up through middle,
Ooh.
trying to catch him lacking again.
Almost
now
did.
It's up to Gingy going in for the rotation, gets a great clear.
All right, I need everybody in the chat just to take a deep breath, send all the good vibes our way to CIU.
Gingy stopped that advance
Yeah, he
from
did.
midfield, and now he's pushing up on offense.
My gosh!
The double tap off the top bar. Gingy from defense to offense makes it 2-0 with 2 minutes left.
And man, with the skill points too, gives CIU the cushion they needed.
But as we know, we can't take advantage of it just yet. Take it for granted. Casey with 0 boost coming off the kick almost got a goal. That was hilarious.
He's gonna start searching for pads. Got the side boost. Now he's at 100. And look at that rotation back. Gamehawk's on the rotation as well.
Gingy's going up for another. Gamehawk's
Man.
ready for the pass. He's playing some defense now on the rotation. Good clear.
Now just, yep. Good job from Gamehawk. Gets the rotation back. Gonna have to be a good clearance from Gingy, and it is. Oh, the counter attack is almost there.
Gamehawk almost had it, but he ran out of boost. It looked like right at the end of that pass.
I think.
Casey off the ground in front of goal. It's just sitting there. Gamehawk couldn't follow.
Yeah. I think he's just waiting on that rotation back. He didn't want to sell out completely. What a fake from Casey. Does well to cause some awkwardness for Siena Heights, and there is under a minute left shorter with CIU looking for another goal.
Game 7, 2-0, CIU's favor. 45 seconds left. What can they do to seal this?
It's save from Gamehawk. He's not going to get credit with that, but that was a great save. A double. There's a double.
The ball's up. Casey was there though. He was rotated. He's pushing up, trying to get a wall pinch. Genji with a clear.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left. Casey gets demoed after the save.
Keep playing defense the way you've been. I would just sell out for defense at this point. That's just me.
Looks like Gamehawk wanted another point. And
right
now Genji's going for another point.
You can get to 5 seconds, 2-0 up.
Gamehawk just running out
there. There it is.
Shot on goal is up. 2, 1.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. With Decay leaving the match early. Decay left the match early.
Wow.
What a swing.
That is it.
Go into round 3. Your CIU Rams knocking off the #1 seed, Shorter.
Wow. That swing from that game. It started, we want to thank Timex, although he wasn't in this game. It started with that goal, as you said before, with that final last-second goal. And then from that point on, these guys fought so hard to get back into it. Amazing.
I mean, I'm going to credit you, Shorter. When you came in, but nah, bro, that was a great game and classic at that, like instant classic. Not best game in my opinion of CIU's young history as a program, as an organization from an esports. And
thank you for your support of this team, and they are not done yet. They still have some more games to play, and so we invite you to come watch that as well. So we thank you so much. Yeah,
for sure. And be on the lookout tomorrow, as Overwatch will be hosted by Rich the Kid tomorrow night at 7 right here on CIU Esports Twitch.
Yep. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah,
we'll
with
see
that,
you next time.
We'll see y'all later.